Excerpt from the future. Just so you're aware, these are all the bolts that I had to take off to do this job. So you've got 10 clips, a few bolts from under the fender wells, and above inside the fenders over here. And then these bolts just hold the grill on, and this is your hood latch deactuator. If you're worried about doing this job, these are all the bolts that you have to take off. It's pretty simple. Here are all the tools that I use to do this job. A pair of wire strippers, 7mm, 10mm, T25, T15, some needle nose pliers to pull the fuse out, a little panel popper, tiny flathead screwdriver, swivel, few extensions, a ratchet. This helps out a lot. And also the fuses that I use, got these at AutoZone. Or the fuse tap and the fuses, and also a flashlight. All right. Here is the actual grill itself. Got a few things that came with this. Gonna go ahead and open those up. And then also underneath you can see we got some wires for the lights up here. And then also these light up as well with some little pin connectors. So that's gonna be replacing this. And it didn't look like it came with any instructions, so we're gonna wing it. Luckily, you guys have me, and I'll show you how to put it on. Let's go. This is everything else that came with the grill. Got 3 screws and a couple little plastic brackets. And then also some clip-in little fascia pieces with some extended wiring for, I'm assuming, these here. Start by popping the hood. And this is the first thing we're going to remove. It's this little plastic piece right here. It's a bunch of little clips. So I'm going to go ahead and take those off and pop that off for you. And then this has to come off as well. It's a little star bits right here. Just going to be using a little screwdriver to pop these open. Show you what I just did here. There are 10 of these little clips. You might need one of these little tools to help pop these up, but I just use a screwdriver on 9 out of the 10 of these. There you go. This over here. That was the T15. Now, since we got all these popped up, I'm just gonna go around and actually pop these completely out of here. You're gonna want one of these tools for this job. Pops right off. Now that we have that plastic air scoop out of there, we're gonna come around to the driver's side, and we have 1, 2, 3 bolts to take out of here. I'm gonna come over to the passenger side here. Same thing, 1, 2, and 3. And our goal is that we're gonna be taking this whole piece. This is all one, all the way over here. This is all one piece held on with some more clips, and also 3 more bolts that are down in here. I gotta get a flashlight for you. And this is the driver's side again. I'm gonna show you right where we are, right next to the windshield wiper fluid. we have 3 bolts over here. See number 1, number 2 is right there, and number 3 is right there. So you got 3 bolts on the driver's side. We don't want to take these completely out. Just want to loosen them up. Over here, it's the same thing. Got 1, 2, and the third one. See if we can get it on camera. Right there. See that? Right there, you guys. So 1, 2, and 3. And again, we're just going to be loosening those up. And that's just so we can slide this out of there. This is the T15 again. This is the passenger side. We have a 7mm at the end of this extension that I came up with and a swivel. Just wanted to show you that this is easily able to go down here and get on all of these. Let me put this on here real quick. These are the bolts I'm going to be working with. 1, 2, and you can also get to this one up in here as well. Same on the other side. This is a good setup to get those 3 bolts out. Definitely going to want a flashlight for this part just because it is very dark down here. And like I said, all we're doing is just loosening these up. All right, this side's all good. Move over to the other. Okay, now that we've got all 3 bolts removed from here and all 3 from up top as well, we're just going to pull this off of here. You can see how many clips are on this thing. It does pull off pretty hard. 2 of these did stay behind, but I was able to pop those back in pretty easily. And this is what it looks like without that piece of bumper on there. Now all we have left is 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, and 7 more little bolts to take off. We'll pop that grill off. Let's get at it. For these bolts, these are going to be 10mm. There you go. That's what the truck looks like without the grill on there and also that little bumper piece. Pretty simple. I think I've got about, I don't know, less than 45 minutes into this so far. Probably closer to a half hour. But yeah, the hardest part is just, you know, ripping those little clips out. And on the front bumper here, all we had was 2 right here, a big one right there, 1 in the center, and same on the other side. So if you just pop these 2 out first, found that to be really easy, and then just grip it from up here and on the bottom and pull out right there, and that just pops right off. Before we put this on the truck here, we've got these 2 amber lights here. I'm gonna plug these in to the extender. And then also zip tie these into place so they're not bouncing around and moving around. Okay, now that we've got those wires organized, I'm going to feed them right through this port right here, one at a time. I'm going to go ahead and put these 4 bolts back in, and then the bottom 3. One of the final things you have to do to put this grill on is take these plastic pieces off of your old grill, put them on the back so they'll clip on. So we've just got one star bit and another star bit right here. Same thing on the other side. These are T25s. You're also going to need a little screwdriver to pop these off of there. Pop these off the clips. And just like that. So here is the new one. So you're just going to clip right in. Just like that. Take those old screws, put them right back in. Now that we have these back in place, gonna wipe the old bugs away, and these should just pop right in place. Weasel that in there, and then could use some sort of connection right here. Might put some 3M tape or something in there. Okay, all we have left to do is just do everything in reverse. Pop this back on. It's got 12 bolts to hold it on. And hopefully I can do this without scratching or breaking anything by myself. Here we go. Let's go. Come on, over here. Let's see how that works. There we go. Come on, baby. Work with me. Get these 7mm back in. If you do wind up taking these bolts out, the front one's very hard to get in there. I don't have a magnet bit, so I'm using the old cellophane. That should get it started. Don't grab it. All we have left to do is just pop this back in place and put this on. And I, for the life of me, could not figure out where this goes. I'm sure it attaches to the battery or something, or the battery cover, to do some, I don't know, wire maintenance, whatnot. But yeah, we just got these 10 little clips to pop in on that plastic piece, the hood actuator. Okay guys, I'll show you what I did here to wire this up. I got the reds together, blacks together right on the negative terminal here. I went and got one of these fuse jumpers here. It's got that at AutoZone. Put a little link on exactly what that is. These are mini fuses. And what we're gonna do here is tap into this fuse right here. This is number 28. 28, that's the parking lamp, mirror, and grille. 15 amp fuse. So we're gonna pull that out, put it in here. It's gonna go on the bottom one. I have another 15 amp fuse in there. I should have a smaller one, but that's all I had right now. Got that jumper right in there. Box just gonna squeeze on top of that. Pretty these wires up a little bit when we're all done. Fix those wires later. See what this looks like with the lights off here. Nice. Pretty slick. It looks nice. It's not too bright either. It's just gonna come on with the headlights there. Hold on a second. There we go. Yeah, that looks good.